If you want to take photos of your dog outside in your yard, I found a little trick to make it easier for you and more engaging for you and your dog to take these photos. Now, of course, I always love a good lifestyle photo of your dog out in the yard. So this is not necessarily for portraits, but it can be. But lifestyle is where they're going to be moving and interacting and engaging around you, and you're documenting that. So when it comes to taking photos outside, you can take them up high and like shoot down at a weird, awkward angle. We don't want to do that. We need to make sure you're getting down on your dog's angle to shoot straight on, so it's not like a warped, weird image. And so you're either going to have to lean down with your camera source, your phone, your camera, your whatever, or you're just going to have to hold it down and hope that you're getting it, and spray and pray, as we call it in the photography industry. You're just going to hope that things work out properly. Or you can get down on the ground and take these photos. What I have learned, what I have found works really well for my dogs and for a lot of dogs, is if you take a waterproof blanket or a towel or something outside, set it in the grass, and then you sit yourself down. Your dogs are much more likely to come over and engage with you if you're down on their level. A lot of dogs will kind of run away from the camera. They don't want to play when you're not playing with them. They just don't want to be around when you're trying to take photos of them. So if you sit down and you're just sitting on the ground, they're going to come over to investigate. They're going to come see what's going on. They're also going to be more likely to bring their toys over to you, which is really good for taking photos. If you can hold their toy behind or around your camera source, you can guide their view so you can move their heads where you need to take those photos. So for us, I very much like coming outside, bringing a waterproof blanket or a towel, and I just sit down in the grass. I don't want to sit in the grass because of insects and dirt, and the grass can be itchy and pokey and all of those things. So I like to have some kind of surface to be on, but that also adds to the curiosity for your dog. If you're just sitting down versus sitting down on something interesting, they're much more likely to come over and to do that investigation. So this allows you to get at close proximity, to get really good photos, to get very easy access to their toys so that you can hold them up and direct their gaze where you're going to need them. And it allows you to play with your dog. So while your dog is there hanging out and interacting, you can just pop your lens cover on or just set your phone down and put those things in your lap so that you can have a little playtime and pick it up when you need to and take those photos. So it's going to be much more versatile for you to take those images while also playing and not upsetting your dog. Some dogs get really miffed if you're not paying attention to them. So if you can do photo, just put it down, play, photo, put it down, play, and that kind of go through that rotation, it makes it a lot easier and more accessible for your dog. And then again, you have the good eye line, so it's straight onto your dog because you're sitting down. It's not like you're shooting down on your dog. You're going to be shooting straight onto your dog, and that gives you much better images. But it also means you can get down lower. You can get down on the grass. You can lay down on that blanket if you want, or you can just kind of put your camera source down and tilt your viewfinder so that you can see it a little bit better and get images without a lot of things in the background. Right here, you can see my dog, and it's going to be in front of like the trees and in front of pretty things, but if I was at a different angle, you would see houses and driveways and cars and garbage cans that the neighbors leave out and mailboxes and stuff. The lower you get, the more you can use that horizon to block the clutter in the background, like we've talked about in other videos. So you have the option of getting better quality photos, better engagement from your dog, and a less stressful time for you and your dog while taking these images. So getting down on a blanket on the ground, whether you're sitting or laying down, and getting these images in the middle of playing with your dog really just helps to elevate what you're doing and relieve a lot of the stress as you are creating content of your dogs. Now, I have tons of videos teaching you how to take really good photos and videos of your dogs at your home, while you're traveling, while you're out and about, all the things in our playlist. I will link that down below for you. But if you've got questions or if you've got situations that you need help for, I am a professional photographer of like a decade and a half and a professional designer of even longer. So I've got a lot of help. I'm a professional videographer of way longer than that. I've got a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, a lot of things that I've learned along the way that you can implement even though you're not a professional photographer, even though you don't have professional equipment, or you're not going to spend a ton of money on professional equipment. I'm helping you level up with what you've got right here, right now, to document your dog a little bit better. So drop your questions and follow along for more as we continue in our daily episodes, helping you level up for your pup to give them the best life possible. We'll see you then.